What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Free Spirit Tarot. I am Poetry. You are here for another unboxing, child. I done bought another deck. And I know I said I wasn't going to buy no more, but I done lied, because ever since I said that, I bought 5 more decks since I said I wasn't going to buy no more. Well, anyway, what this means for you all is that you get another unboxing and you get to see my beautiful face on camera. Hey. I went to a Prince concert a few years ago before he passed. And the last message that he gave to us as his fans is look in the mirror every day and tell yourself you're beautiful. So when I come on this camera and say how fine I am, how good looking I am, I'm not being vain. I'm just loving on myself because Prince told me to do it, child. If there ain't nobody else going to tell you on a daily basis, you tell yourself. So with that in mind, the deck that I have today is another special one for me because it is another deck by Chuck Spezzano. Now, I'm going to do a separate video that talks about Chuck Spezzano in it. He is one of these creators of sorts that is shunned in a lot of communities. People call him a fake psychologist, a fake relationship expert, but his cards, baby, I love them. I love them. They work well in readings that I have. This is my first one I bought for him, Chuck Spezzano, the Karten Der Erkenntnis, which is basically the cards of love, if it's translated into English. This deck costs 500 something bucks, and I was able to get it for $32. Let me tell you some little tricks of the trade. The new deck is here, Karten Der Erkenntnis. Child, don't let me get messed up German. In English, it translates over to the cards of knowledge. Although if you're searching for it to buy it, it's going to say the Enlightenment Pack. They call this one the Love Pack. Okay, so I don't know why they did that loose translation, but this is the Enlightenment Pack. Currently, both of these decks are out of print in U.S. English versions. So how to get around getting a deck that is out of print, buy it from another country in another language. If you are an intuitive reader like I am, it doesn't matter what the words on the card are going to say for the most part, because you can look at the images and try to and tell the story there by looking at the images. However, it's so simple for you to just Google and look up the translation of the words yourself. At least for this particular deck here, somebody had already did a video on YouTube. I'm going to do one on YouTube with the English translations on this deck alone. Right now, we finna flip through it together. And then I'm going to do a separate video just going to be with the English translations so people who may have this deck or may want to get this deck can buy it. Right now, this deck out of print, if you try to find it anywhere, it's $345 used. And it ain't that many used ones out there. However, if you go search for it in the German language or any other language but English, you can get it for around $50, because I did. I got this one that's worth $500 for $31 years ago. So with inflation, I could see this being $50. It's $349 used if you go looking for it yourself. So let's get into it. I have not opened the deck, but what I did is I found a website that showed me the index for the book that's inside of here. So, baby, your girl has already translated the words for you. And what I love about his deck, he's not a tarot card reader. He's not a shaman or anything like that. He's a relationship expert, okay? When I talk about him in the banned tarot video, then you'll understand why people give him such a hard time. But they can't say they don't love these decks. This is the book of knowledge. Best-selling author Chuck Spezzano. And then the rest of it goes into German that I can't read. Like I said, when I got that first deck, I thought I was going to learn German. And I did translate at least 6 of these to see if I could do it as a German translation. Now, y'all know I got a fake tooth in my mouth. Sometimes I may hit my tooth. I may sound like Mike Tyson, but that's okay. These cards are really thin. They're really thin, child. Really thin. This is one of the designs on the back. It's different colors based off of what we're working with here, right? So the black deck is the victims. These are the cards that's dealing with you being a victim. The orange deck is the relationship deck. The blue is the unconscious or the spiritual. The green is the healing. The pink is the gift. And the white is the grace. That's how these cards are broken down. Like I said, this one specifically does not say it's a relationship deck. It just says it's a knowledge deck. The other one is indeed a relationship deck. But as I was looking at some of the things that, the topics, I could see how they could work together. I'm not going to run these side by side. The other deck, the Love Pack, has 84 cards. This one only has 48. So it's only half of it. So I'm going to pop them off. We're going to look at them and I'm going to give my opinion. I know how I am. And then I'll do a separate video with just a flip through with the English translations. Or I may just put the English translations in the comment section. I don't know. I don't know, child. It's a lot to write. It's a lot to write. Okay, so here we go. Fear. And this is, I want to say this is more a phobia. Okay? Angst means fear. And because look at that. It's a little bitty old dog or cat. I'm not sure which one it is. He's up against the wall, terrified, because he's looking at the shadow. He's looking at the big, he's making this situation larger than it needs to be. That's what I call a phobia. So angst. And in German, they pronounce it Angst. Told you I got like some of my words. Okay, so this next one is retaliation. This person is out on the ice and the ice is cracking and the other person is reaching out for them. But this is called retaliation. Fegatone. That's how you pronounce it. Fergatone. That's crazy. Retaliating. They're trying to coax the person onto the ice with them and they know their ice is cracking. That's wild. Again, this is the victim's card that we're looking at right now. Okay. The Schuld card means guilt. You're carrying a lot of guilt on your back, on your shoulders, and this person is going away. Look, from the wife and child, they got a lot of guilt that they're carrying with them. Let's see, I try to pronounce this one too. Werturteile. They pronounce the W like a V. Werturteile. It means value judgments. He's looking in the mirror, pointing at himself, just making a judgment based off his values, or calling the kettle black type of situation. Throwing stones when they're in a glass house type of situation. That's what I'm picking up from that. Some of these I tried to break down, get me a clearer understanding of what they mean in German. Like the word may mean something totally different or have a different, resonate differently in German. Okay, so this one is called Erwartungen. And this is expectations. This person expects to achieve greatness no matter what they do, how many times they got to try over and over again. You see them planting a flag at the top of each one of these mountains. They are going to be an overcomer. They're going to overachieve. They're going to overcome a lot of obstacles. They're going to always find a way to make it to the top. That's the expectation that they have of themselves. Okay. But why is this a victim card, though? Oh, I see it. Being a victim card. This is somebody that thinks, they expect that they have to be successful at everything. They're scared of failure. They expect to always be on top. Huh. They won't feel happy unless they achieve the highest level of everything or feel like they are. They feel like they got to conquer everything. And when they don't, they probably beating themselves up. And that's how I can see that being a victim. Okay, I'm like, how's that a victim card? Okay. Articles of Faith is this next card. Did I pronounce this one? Glaubenssatze. Glaubenssatze. Articles of Faith. This is when you're using your faith as a shield. You're using your faith as a way to ostracize others, keep others away from you, shun others. That's interesting. You're being cold, keeping others out. See how that's cold and barren, and inside of there it seems to be more full of life, but it's sunny, it could be hot. Okay, so this one is your hidden self. Amongst all these people in the blue, and you're wearing red, so you're hiding out amongst this group of people. I feel like a lot of politicians are doing that. They are getting with the Democratic Party, and they're really Republicans. We talked about this before on my other channel, child. Your hidden self. I realized too that the person in red is going the opposite direction as everybody in the blue. Maybe you just don't know how to. You don't know how to fall in line. You don't want to fall in line. You think that everybody else is making an example out of you. This one is crazy. Yearning for death. That's wild to put that on a damn card. These are cards of knowledge. You see the noose hanging there. Everything outside is all peachy keen. Everybody's happy-go-lucky. And you're inside feeling sorry for self and thinking that you can't go on. And you're ready to end it for yourself. That's wild. Okay, now we're going into the relationship cards. Whew. Neediness. You ever had somebody that try to walk away from you and then you beg them to stay, but you know they ain't no good for you? So that's what I see here. Ain't nothing but storms ahead, and you steady reach out. You shackled and chained. You chained, and you trying to give them the chain. You lead you into destruction. A broken heart. That's kind of self-explanatory. That's what I'm saying. So you can look at these cards, and you can see the context of which the card is drawn out. But there's a broken heart. Pieces don't fit here anymore. This reminds me of the Script song. Oh gosh, I can't think of it now. It's the Script song where he's saying that I'm up here, I'm slowly dying, and you just going on without me. I'm gonna think of it. I'm gonna think it's gonna come to my head. Sacrifice. You stretching yourself thin, and somebody's walking on your back. You trying to make sure that they good, they all right. You sacrificing your happiness, your joy. You sacrificing being in pain for somebody else, just so they can get to the other side. Independence. You decide to do it on your own, all by myself. Okay, the next one is hold. You holding on to the memories, holding on to the past, won't let go. You holding on to it tight too. Got yourself stuck in a room with no doors, like there's no escape from your own memories, your own thoughts. Someone sitting there want to call them. I've been there. No judgment here. I've been there. They phone ring and you see their name on the call ID and your whole stomach flip. I've been there, girl. Control. Now, I believe we do have a control card in the relationship deck. Got you on a string like a puppet. Control. Okay. Got a power struggle here. Both of you want to win. Not realizing that if you do win, or if the other person let go, you're going to hurt yourself. It's not a win-win situation here. Somebody's going to fall. Somebody's going to hurt themselves. I didn't quite understand this when I looked up the German translation. Rollen, it just means roll, R-O-L-L. So I was trying to figure out, what does roll mean in German? And it equates to what we think roll, like to roll around and stuff like this, to turn over, things. But it also means to be weak. And in a way, we use that as well. We say we dealing with somebody and we roll over, we give up. That's what this person's doing. They're rolling over. They're being weak. Okay. Next we go to the unconscious. And then I added the spiritual cards, but it's called the unconscious cards in the deck. This one says ancestry problems by definition, right? Or by translation. When I looked up what does ancestry problems mean in Germany, it could be issues or challenges that are due to your own genetics. Me being a black woman, one of the issues or challenges due to my genetics is that I have to deal with racism. No, that's one of them, okay? Just as an example. This one here is personal myth. This is another one I had to look up. In Germany, personal myth is basically about your personal beliefs or stories that reflect your values and your experiences. So when we talk about doing shadow work sometimes, the experiences that we had in our past lives, they will help us define who we are as a person today. That's an explanation about what this card can mean. When you look back and you say that, have you ever heard a woman tell that their child that you're going to be just like your damn daddy? Looking back on those personal experiences and seeing how they are shaping your world today. Okay. Shamanic examination. He's standing in a ring of fire. I noticed that. He has a lasso or rope trying to get to the ledge. Now, when I looked up shamanic examination for German culture, it is saying a connection with the spiritual realm, certain ceremonies that may be had, or healing that needs to be had. Healing practices. So things that you do to heal or to connect with your spiritual realm, or ceremonies or practices to do one or the other, or both. That's what they got here. If you speak German and my translations are incorrect, blame Google. But no, let me know in the comment section for real. This card means other lives. So when we talk about past lives and reincarnation, these are the other lives that are coming into light that are making up who you are today, that you're drawing experiences from. These other lives. And it looks to me in this card like this person is trying to capture or embody what those other lives, those past lives were, and trying to hold on to them. I like that. Okay. This one is your dark history. I'm looking at that funnel in the background on that tower, and they're running away from their past. So there's traumas that you may have had in your past. So things that are still unhealed within you. But instead of trying to fix them or face them, you're running away from them. Your dark history is haunting you. Worthlessness. What is this card? Okay, I see somebody there. The guy that's in between is small. It's when you feel small. You feel empty. You see he has a hole in his tummy there. He's missing a part of him. He feels small. He feels insignificant compared to the others that are on this card. So this means worthlessness. This is the shadow. Again, dealing with your shadow side, your dark side, the things that you want to hide, the things that could be scary, things that go bump in the night, your fears, your phobias. This is another fear card, I would say, but your shadows. The boogeyman. Okay, so this one loosely translates to pointlessness. He's walking through this barren field and there's skeletons on the ground. It's almost like he's given up. It's like, what's the point? That's what this card is symbolizing here, right? So I also translated it to futility, which basically means useless. You feel useless. You feel there's like no point. Like, for what? What am I doing it for? That's what this card may symbolize. I like that this has like dark and light sides. The relationship card deck does too. That's why I say it reads so freaking well, because it usually points out things that we didn't want to talk about. Election. I swear I Googled this like 1,000 times. And this means election. Somebody from Germany, please tell me what this really means. Because this looks like you're at a crossroads to me. And I have a crossroads card in my other deck. Is it on the back? So I ain't got to look it up. Meet you at the crossroads so you won't be lonely. Meet you at the crossroads. You won't be lonely. Anyway, this looks like crosswords to me. Although they say it is. What does wall mean again? Election. I guess I should have looked up what does election mean in German. Looks like crosswords to me. They're electing to do something. Oh, they're making a choice. Election. They're making a choice. They're choosing which path to travel. Duh. See, look at that. Look at my intuition kicking in, child. They're making a choice. Which way to go? The path is straight, but may look like it may be rough because of the storms. This road is winding. You don't know where it's going, but it looks like greener pastures. Then you have the road behind you from which you came. You got all kinds of choices here. Okay. And I am in the healing, cards that heal, okay? This one is called forgiveness. You're forgiving, oh wow, you're forgiving yourself. He's walking away from the situation, right? And this person is hugging themselves. You are forgiving yourselves for the choices that you made within a relationship. You are forgiving yourself, not blaming yourself, but forgiving yourself. You're being accountable for the choices that you made. You are forgiving yourself for holding on too long. I love this. I love that. Okay. This says to let go. Well, dang. Okay, so she's climbing out of a darkness. She's climbing out of a hole. He's bringing her into the light, right? Bringing her up, pulling her to safety. And at the same time, she's letting go of those other naughty heads. You see that picture she's dropping? That is not him on that picture frame. That's somebody that broke her heart and she's still holding on to the luggage and the baggage of that relationship. And now she's letting go and he's helping her. Okay? Helping her find love again, child. How far am I down this list? Trust. I'm going to be like halfway through. I know my videos be long, but I like that y'all bear with me. I appreciate it. It's like you're playing leapfrog. Communication. I was going to say there was healing, but look at the bridge they're standing on is a telephone. They're building communications between one another. They have like the mail messages going over top of the head. You got the two dolphins in the water. Is it the dolphins or the whales, the one that speak to each other and communicate? The lighthouse alerting you of any dangers there may be. Just two people back there communicating, hugging. I love these cards. I do. Truth. This one is truth. It looked like they shed their bougie selves. They took off their suits and dresses, and they feel a little bit freer, feel a little bit more casual. They're free to be themselves right now. They once were separated, and now they can come together because they found out who they are. Okay. Connection. I'm going to get to these cards, child. I'm going to get through them. Got 16 more to go. Leadership and guidance. They're getting in the boat. This person is directing them how to safely get in and going to go on a little journey. Okay, trust in him. Freedom. This person is shackled in that chair, and this person is offering them a key to set themselves free. It doesn't look like they're trying to do it for them. They're giving them the key in order to save themselves and be free. Inspiration. Boy, they're doing a lot of different stuff in this one. They have some different kites, and they're making different things with these kites. Inspiration. Flow. A lot of us in our zodiac readings we have for this month, a lot of you had flow. It's one of the things that you should be leaning into and working with, your flow, your balance. True love. I had a song in my head and it just left me that quick. These people right here, baby, were naked. Being intimate, enjoying their sexuality. I do. I love being free from clothing. I really do. It is really freeing. When you come in the house and you just strip the hell down. You think taking off your bra feels good. You think taking off your headband feels good. You think taking off your socks feels good. Get naked and just sit in front of the fan. It's so freeing. It's so freeing. Talent. What exactly is the talent? Okay, I see this person picking up a key. I guess they're going to open the door for themselves. You having the talent that you opening up doors for yourself? Success. Look, Ma, I made it. Top of the world, Ma. Remember Tupac said that in Juice? Top of the world. I think Tony Montana said it too in one of their movies. This says feel, and I tried to look it up to make sure it wasn't different. I kept getting feel or full. This looks like they're giving them something. They're pouring into that person. They're not taking from, they're filling them up. These are our gift cards. I forgot to say that. We're in the gift cards. Not gift cards, but the cards that deal with gifting. Giving of oneself. Where am I at? Unshowed. Unshowed. We're in the grace cards. Innocence. Why is this innocent? They were like caged birds. The birds on the outside of the cage, and now they being free. I'm going to have to look at that translation again. The innocence is what they're saying. I could see probably the guy in the back with the kite running free. Love. It's all about love, 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 crazy love. Peace. Something I value, my peace of mind, child. Vision. When Stack told his brother Smoke didn't have in Sinners. Got no vision. Got no vision. If you haven't seen that movie, you should. And this is me, yo. I am a joyous person right now. I flip back and forth, child. I'd be angry, then I'd be happy, then I'd be euphoric. Yes, joy. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Their faith, what's the words? Our King, not everyone, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and anyway, child. These last few cards got to do with like a religious feel, a spiritual connection, because this one means child of God. Oh, I see that's a hand there, a golden hand, and he's stepping out of God's hands. He's been protected by the Lord. He's no longer chained and bound by this secular mindsets, secular world. The God, universe, whatever you want to call them. This is stepping into your higher consciousness. Higher consciousness. I really cannot wait to read with these cards. I think they're just going to be just as beautiful and lovely as the other deck. And the last and final card is holiness. That's really going up to God. Holy, holy. I can't think of the word song either. I'm thinking of Sister Act 2. Fill us with the light of day. Fill us. Night, day. Something like that. All right, y'all. That is it. That is the deck of knowledge. The cards of knowledge. Chuck Spezzano. All right, be looking out for the other video that I'm going to put out that'll give you the English translations. But I'm writing for now. I'm going to drop these translations in the video itself. And then I'll be able to put them on the screen when I just do like a regular old flip through, child. Look, wait a minute. I shouldn't say that. Don't give me the lying. I'm gonna put them in the comment section. I'm gonna put them in the comment section so y'all can have it, or put it in the description section. I think in the description section y'all can copy and paste if y'all need to, and that way y'all can print it out. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being here. Peace.